Hello fellow riders, Haggard Rider here. It's going to be just a short video this time, as we're going to have a look at the real world figures relating to the ergonomics and the economics of the RS, and me obviously. I'll show you how I fit on the bike with the angles that I make when I sit on it, which will hopefully be useful to you guys, especially as cycle-ergo.com doesn't have the measurements or the ergonomics for a CB1100RS. So you'll see my size and you'll see how I fit onto the bike. After that we'll go through the fuel consumption over the 2200 or so miles, that's 3,500 kilometers, since I got the bike in January this year, and correspondingly what kind of range you can expect to get, if you drive like me that is, obviously, which can be both gently and, as they say, where I investigate the performance envelope. In other words, best mixed normal riding characteristics. There'll be a couple of charts, so if you'd like to study the numbers I show, it may be helpful for you if you pause the video and maybe see how they compare to your own. Right, so let's have a look at the ergos of the CB1100RS. As you can see, I'm not that far off average in size, although in proportion I'm told I have a long torso and stumpy legs. By the way, I wasn't consciously trying to do a Da Vinci pose here, honest. But you'll see I got a 31 inch, that's 79 centimetre inseam or inside leg, depending what you want to call it. And you can see that I can flat foot easily. In fact, I can stand with room between my backside and the seat. So helpful if you want to get a bit of cooling in. So here we can see the angles I make when sitting on the bike. I used an online protractor against this particular picture to make sure that I got the angles correct, and I've taken them as you can see here. I have to say I'm a little surprised by the forward lean as measured. Taking the line from hip to shoulder, I appreciate I'm leaning forward a bit when I'm on the bike, my wrists let me know that. But even so, it was more than I thought it would be. However, looking at the position I'm in, I have to say it does look a relatively relaxed riding position. Thigh angle is nearly 90 degrees, the knee angle is nearly 70, so certainly when riding it's not cramped. But I can always slide forwards or backwards as necessary, and also stand up on the bike if I need to. The seat, I reckon, is good for about 2 hours before it lets me know that I need to stop for a break. Okay, let's now move on to the fuel consumption. Again, covering the miles you've done, as the bike was delivered with 7 miles on the clock. Both the two following charts cover a tad over 2200 miles. First of all, let's have a look at the tank by tank fill-up record. The tank was brimmed each time, and I generally got my petrol on the way home when returning from a ride. Mind you, it's interesting to see that the MPG I got as I gingerly rode the bike to start with is actually a good deal worse than elsewhere. Now, a bit of a caveat, I don't ride the bike with consumption in mind. You probably could get better figures if you tried, but I don't try. I ride as I want to and as conditions allow, and the figures are genuine, and as you can see, the bike is capable of, to me, some astonishing economy for an air-cooled 1000cc inline 4. The best figure of 69.7 miles per gallon was obtained whilst recording the Hampshire Lanes video. So if you want to see how I ride on that video to get the 69.7, go and have a look. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And if you'd like to look at the numbers here at leisure, I suggest you pause the video now. Moving on to the second chart, this is a summary of the first, but it shows the results in both imperial and metric units. For me, the important stat is the range that I can expect, and it looks like I can expect a comfortable 200 miles per tankful, the way that I ride. It may be a bit different for each of you, but as you see, even my worst range is still 172 miles. I reckon that is around 2.5 hours motorway riding. Mind you, as I've said, It's the seat that lets you know around 2 hours that now would be a good time to stop. However, if anyone has range anxiety with respect to the CB1100RS, hopefully these charts will dispel those worries. I say, as you can see, a 200-mile range is well achievable. Of course, your mileage may vary. Okay, we've seen the ergos and the ecos, so I'll finish up here. You've seen me sitting on the bike. I'm average-ish build here in the UK, so you can see the angles that I make and decide maybe the bike is too cramped for you, or maybe it's just not aggressive enough for you. We've looked at the ecos over a distance of more than 2,000 miles, and you can see the range that can be expected from a tank full of fuel. As I said, I'm not a particularly gentle rider, so if it's economy you're after, the RS is well capable. If it's more performance you want, well, the RS isn't going to punish you consumption wise. Thank you all very much for watching. I'd love it if you leave a comment, a like, a dislike if you need, but please tell me why you don't like it. And a subscribe would be excellent. I'm not on Patreon, I don't ever expect to be. I do this for the fun of it. I am the Haggard Rider, and until the next time guys, ride careful out there, stay safe. Till we ride together again.